In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way. Right in the morning. Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Take it Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee with Nikkie. I am your host, Miss Nikkie, and this is your daily cup of information and inspiration. And yes, today we are going to do podcast style yet again because I was lazy. Plus, I was also doing some stuff, and I want to share that with you guys. And I may have another, like a free booklet or ebook or something like that I'm going to give you guys, because this was really good. So I'll be sharing that with you today. Yesterday we had our first ever secret society meeting. We took the conversation off of YouTube and we had a private conversation, and we were talking about kind of like everything. And so it was going a little too far. I think I'm going to make yesterday's live private until I edit it down, because we did start talking about it towards the end. But nonetheless, we had an amazing meeting. We was on there for quite some time, like almost till 1 o'clock. About 12 o'clock. Yep. And so it was a really good meeting. And so we'll do more of those in the future. That way I could say what I want to say. And I don't have to worry about, outside opinions and people judging and things like that. So that's what happened yesterday. And so today, yesterday too, you know what I did yesterday? Yesterday I shared my planner. I showed everybody the planner. Remember, I said that was part of my goals. The only thing that I did not get to accomplish for my weekend goals was to finish my budget envelopes. But I did complete my planner. I shared my planner with everyone to see, get their opinions, what they thought, And so I'm super excited about the planner. I will be posting it up in my Etsy shop pretty soon. There's some things that I'm going to add to it, but I'm not going to allow that to stop me, because I'm just going to put that up and anything else will be extra, So that is what I did yesterday. So if you didn't catch it, the replay is up right now. I am going to take it down a little later and edit it down so I could take off the last part. But yeah, if you would like to see the planner, I did share it with everybody yesterday. And if you got a chance to see my planner, put a 1 in the chat. If you had a chance to see my planner yesterday, it's my planner's theme is Let Her Cook. It's inspired by that Glorilla song. And so everything in that planner is all about you being the chef to your dreams, the chef to your success, you creating the recipes and I think it's super cute. Initially it was going to be just a regular planner. Like I first started out with a business planner because that's what I was supposed to do last year. I wanted to do a business planner, and I had 2 different ones that I wanted to do. And so one was supposed to be like business in a box, and then another one was 30 days to great. So those are the 2 ideas that I had. And I have all of, I have it all written out and stuff like that, but it wasn't connected. And then something just happened, and then Let Her Cook came to me, and I was like, that's it right there. So, yes, I shared that, yesterday. So Yep, yep, yep. Let me check and see who's in the chat. So Melly Mel says she definitely was there yesterday. She sure was. And she was able to see the sneak peek of the planner. So let me check and see who's in the building. All right. So we have Latrice of Heartbeat Candle ATL. I, on the other hand, call her cousin. But here in these YouTube streets, we call her the best moderator on what? Earth. My snap wasn't working. I had put lotion on my hands and it wasn't coming out. The best moderator on Earth's in the building. Good morning, cousin. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing this amazing morning? Hey, we got Melly Mel in the building. Melly Mel said, good morning, everyone. It's terrific Tuesday. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I hit the like button. I hit the like, hit the like, hit the like button. Hey, listen, it is 0 degrees here. 0. I am checking my phone right now and it says we are at 0. We have no temperature. It is 0 degrees outside. It is cold. I need to go outside. I have a whole live sale that I got coming up on Thursday. I need to get sugar and oil. I got a lot of stuff that I gotta be in these streets. So we'll see, because we had snow the other day. And so if the roads are slick, I ain't going outside. That's just gonna be that's gonna be a no for me, dog, because I ain't going outside. It is cold out there. Yeah, definitely not doing that. But I have to do something. It's either I have to wait till later when I think it's gonna warm up a little bit afternoon and see if we get a little temperature. See if it rises from 0 and not go down to negative. But we'll see. We'll see, Mr. Wilson. Good morning, Miss Tracy. Miss Tracy's in the building. She said, good morning. Hope folks are keeping warm. It's 9 degrees today. Yep. It is 0 here. Let me check. Okay, so I got an update. So it's 2 degrees now. It is 2 degrees right now. Just 2. Okay. Good morning, Miss Linda. Miss Linda is in the building. She said, good morning, everyone. I am blessed, favored, grateful, and ready for all my miracles God has in store for me. Yes, yes, and yes, Miss Linda. I absolutely love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your morning inspiration. I love it. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. Chantel's in the building. She said, good morning. Good morning. We have Michelle Robinson in the building. She said, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Michelle. How are you doing this amazing morning? Oh man, I missed it. Send me a picture video, because I'm excited for the planet. Hey, all right, got you. Got you. Good morning, Tasha K. Good morning, Tasha. How are you doing? She said, good morning, Floxy people. Cousin said, Tasha K. Good morning. Good morning, Lakeisha. Keisha's in the building. Good morning. How are you doing, Lakeisha? Keisha, she said, good morning. I am truly blessed. Yes, yes, and yes. Oh, Tasha, y'all supposed to have snow today. Aren't y'all supposed to have like 3 to 5 inches of snow today? Did the snow start falling? Let me know. Sorry, it's 1 degree. Oh, Tracy got 1 degree. It is 1 degree out there. Miss Deltra's in the building. We missed you, girl. Let me find some applause so I can welcome you in, girl. Good morning, Deltra. I hope all is well. I'm cold, 6 degrees here today. It's colder here than in Canada. What? Listen, yep, it's snowing right now. Isn't it beautiful? I love to watch the snowfall. I will sit in front of the window all day. If it's going to snow all day, I'm sitting right in front of the window all day long, just watching the snowfall. I'm a weirdo like that, but I love it. Listen, me and the snow is a thing. I need my seasons. I do. Listen, so I was scrolling through Instagram land, and there was this girl, and I don't know who she is because I do not follow her, but I did see a video that she had, and I thought it was very interesting. So the video was she must have, she said she asked Chat GPT this, and it had something to do with the devil and stuff like that. So I was like, I wonder what she asked, right? And so I was like, I wonder, and she was saying all of these things, and I said, I wonder if I put it in, I'm gonna put a prompt in there and see what I get. So that's exactly what I did. I put the prompt into Chat GPT to see what it was going to give me. And it is pretty interesting of the response that it gave me, because the question that I asked was, if you were Satan and you wanted to stop me from reaching my God-given purpose, what would you do? Has anybody seen that video? I don't know if it's a viral video. I don't know if it just scrolled, if it was from somebody that I follow and they thought, this type of information is the type of information that I usually consume. So they put it in my stream or in my scroll. Did anybody see that video? It was a Chat GPT video, and the girl was saying, it was if Chat GPT was saying, and then it responded to her. Did anybody see that video? One's in the chat if you did, two's if you did not. Good morning, Miss Quell. Hey, Miss Quell. How are you doing? Are you back to school or you home? Okay, so Chantel says she saw the video. Okay. Anybody else seen the video? Twos if you didn't, ones if you did. Twos if you didn't, ones if you did. You can say yes or no too, because I only ask one question. Usually I mix it up when I ask too many questions and I'm like, well, what answer is this for? But it was just this one question. Good morning, Miss Kim. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Miss Kim said, good morning, everyone. I have a work meeting and we'll catch the replay. Have an amazing day, lovelies. You have an amazing day too, and don't let them people stress you out. We out, possibly snow day, a possible snow day. Oh, okay. Y'all getting snow down there too? All right, come on, snow. Good morning, Christina. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing this amazing morning? Listen, I'm about to get into it, y'all. Good morning, Yolanda. How are you doing this amazing morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, okay, so this is the prompt that I put into Chat GPT. Okay, if you were Satan and you wanted to stop me from reaching my God-given purpose, what would you do? That is what I put into Chat GPT. Now the response is going to be crazy, because I'm going to tell you why. All right, so it says, I hope we do, I pray we do. Listen, I love snow. All right, so this is what it says. That's a deep and thought-provoking question. From a reflective or strategic standpoint, if you consider how negative forces might attempt to derail someone from their God-given purpose, here are some possibilities. And you're going to find similarities in things in your life. That's how I'm going to put it, right? You're going to find similarities in things in your life, right? Okay, so one, it says distraction, introducing constant noise, busyness, and unproductive activities to keep you from focusing on what truly matters. Does that sound eerily familiar? Like you would know somebody who could do this, and it wouldn't be Satan or something you can't see. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Ones if it does, two if it doesn't. Ones if it does, two if it doesn't. So the question is, if you were Satan and you wanted to stop me from reaching my God-given purpose, what would you do? So the first thing was distraction, introducing constant noise, busyness, and unproductive activities to keep you from focusing on what truly matters. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Ones if it does, two if it doesn't. And I'm not talking about a thing that you can't see. I'm saying from a thing that you can see. Does it sound familiar to anybody? That was the sermon I was listening to last night. Distractions. Here we go. Confirmation. All right. Distractions. I'm going to say it one more time. Introducing constant noise, busyness, and unproductive activities to keep you from focusing on what truly matters. Can anybody say that they do that to themselves? Can anybody say that they do that to themselves? It's not an outside force. It's you. You are the outside force. You are the constant noise. You are the busyness. You are the unproductive activities. Can anybody say that they know what I'm talking about here? Right? Self-doubt. Number 2, self-doubt. Planting seeds of doubt about your abilities, value, or purpose to discourage you from stepping into your calling. How many of you guys, and I'm gonna raise my hand, so look, look this way because my hand is up. Well, don't look this way because we ain't showing the video, but my hand is up. Planting the seeds about planting the seeds of doubt about your abilities, your value, and or purpose to discourage you from stepping into your calling. How many of you guys are have that negative self-talk, that stinking thinking, that's stopping you from living in your purpose because your gift doesn't look like somebody else, or you don't think that you have enough that is it's why do I keep on saying it? I keep stuttering. I need to stop. You don't have enough, and it's not enough to showcase to the world because your gift doesn't look like somebody else's gift, or your gift is not as grand as somebody else's gift. We talk about this a lot, right? We're scared to step into our purpose because we don't think that we have enough. And remember, I was quoting the scripture that God will qualify you, that type, that type of thing. And so we talk ourselves out of things because we don't think that we're ready, or we think that it's supposed to look a certain way. And so therefore we don't step into our purpose. How many of you guys understand what I'm talking about? How many of you guys understand what I'm talking about? If you understand what I'm talking about, say me. If you don't, say I have no idea. If you understand what I'm talking about, say me. If you have no idea, say I have no idea. Right? Self-doubt, planting seeds of doubt about your abilities, value, or purpose to discourage you from stepping into your calling. How many of you guys understand? How many of you guys know what I'm talking about? How many of you guys know what I'm talking about? Because your gift doesn't look as grand as somebody else's. Because you don't feel like you've done enough. Just because you don't feel like you didn't go to college and graduate with the degree. So you don't have enough. You're not qualified to do something. You didn't go here and you didn't have these type of friends and you didn't network with this type of people and you don't have this kind of life. So maybe you're not qualified to talk about something. How many of you guys know what I'm talking about? Okay. Number three, fear. Amplifying fears of failure, rejection, or the unknown to paralyze you from taking action. How many of you guys know what I'm talking about? How many of you guys have experienced this? How many of you guys allow fear to stop you from making the next decision that you need to make, or to putting that thing out there, putting your business out there, speaking about your business, sharing your business with people, going live, um going to markets, doing things like that? How many of you guys allow fear to stop you because you feel like, oh, I don't have enough? How many? And this is not Satan. These are just, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is things that we're doing to ourselves. And we know, because we have the opportunity to change these things within us, right? If we know these things, then we have the opportunity to change these things within us, right? Good morning, Rosalicia. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Number 3 is fear, amplifying fears of failure, rejection, or the unknown to paralyze you from taking action. Sometimes you're scared to put a product out because you think that somebody else is going to say they don't like it or whatever. You don't put the thing out and you stop yourself dead in your tracks because you think that you're going to be rejected, or you're fearful about the outcome, or you just don't know what to do. And so since you don't know what to do, you just don't do anything and you allow it to just stop you. You don't live in your purpose, you don't share your gifts, you don't do any of that. You just stay stuck in that fear. How many of you guys know what I'm talking about? Melly Mel said me, definitely, but not in 2025. Let's get it. Let's go. Tasha says we talk ourselves out of so much, and do. And do. And do. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How many of you guys know what I'm talking about? Rosalicia said definitely me. Yolanda said, wow, I do that all the time. Listen. Listen. Okay. So number four is division. What do they say? The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Okay. Division. Number four, creating conflicts in relationships, community, or within yourselves to pull you away from supportive networks and divine alignment. Let me say that one more time. Creating conflicts in relationships, community, or within yourself to pull you away from supportive networks and divine alignment. Start talking. Oh, she just want to do what I'm doing, and now she doing it, and now you talking mess about somebody else. You talking mess about your sister. She only want to do it because I'm doing it. Oh, I don't like her because she thinks she better than me because she made her $1,000,000 and I didn't make my $1,000,000 yet. So she thinks she better than me. Oh, she thinks she better than me because she in the store. So what, you in the store? So what? Oh, she thinks she better because she go live every day. Now she thinks she the pro on going live. Now she thinks she know everything. Why are we doing that? Crabs in the barrel mentality. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Why are we creating conflict in your community that is there to serve you? Why? Why? That's everywhere. That's in a group of women. That's in a group of men. That's in a group of anything. That's in church. That's in friendships. That's everywhere. Everywhere. Somebody, something, someone is going to cause the division in the group. And you have to be smarter. You're going to, and there's a book that I want to suggest to you guys who's called Outwitting the Devil, and I think it's by the Dynamite, not the Napoleon Dynamite, Napoleon Hill. Yeah. So that book. Why do you allow those things to get in your way? Why do you allow those things to take away your focus? Why do you allow those things? And let me tell you something. For 2025, I'm not allowing it to take my focus. I'm not allowing it to and it take over my day. I'm not. I'm just gonna, that's what you want to do. Peace out. That's what you want to do. Peace out. I'm not convincing nobody of nothing. If you don't believe it and if you don't see it and if you don't see it for yourself, I'm out. It's not my duty to convince you. You got to convince yourself. Clearly, all of the things that I've been saying so far are things that we have within ourselves. These are internal conflicts that we have. So I'm not convincing nobody of anything. So if you're here to steal, kill, or destroy, or if you're here to cause confusion or division, guess where you going? Outside of the club. You outside of the club. You outside of the club. Because in the club, we all fam. You outside of the club. Because listen, we're not doing that 2025. I'm not allowing that to take up any of my energy or my space. I need every single thing that I got to combat the things that I got going on my own, with my own self. With my own thinking. I don't have time to entertain yours. So we're not doing that 2025. Say we're not doing that 2025. Put it in the chat. We are not doing that 2025. If you are here to cause division, guess what? You got to go. If you are here to mess up the community, guess what? You've got to go, because the community is designed to encourage you. The community is designed to support you. The community is designed to make sure that if you're missing something in the day, that we're going to pick it up so that you don't have to worry about how you're going to hold yourself up. We're going to help hold you together. That's what the community is built for. That is what the church is supposed to be built for, right? This is what the thing, but believe it, if somebody's going to come in, something is going to come in and is going to start unraveling the threads, because that's just the way life is. But I'm going to let you know right now, 2025 is not going to be that. 2025, it is not going to be that. Heck, let that be motivation for you to step your game up. All of y'all motivate me. Come on, Miss Quell. Come on, not Napoleon Dynamite. I know, right? Just came right out. It's Napoleon Hill. Came right out. That's right. We are not doing that in 2025. Not. We build community so that we can be stronger together. That is what community is for. That is what it is for. I am not 2025. No, sir, no, ma'am, no ham, no whatever. We not doing that this year. No, if you here to cause division, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Not doing that in 2025 at all. We are forced together, period. Period. So if we know that, why will we let one thing, one person, one situation try to take us outside of what we're supposed to be doing? No. No. And then, like I said, if 2025 didn't show y'all anything yet, it should show you right now that whatever it is that you are wanting to do with your life, it is time to do it now, because I don't know what you're waiting on, and I don't know what the circumstances are going to look like based off of all of the things that we are seeing right now. I don't know what's going to happen, but what I do know is I'm not going to let it stop me from living in my purpose. If y'all with me, put some ones in the chat. If y'all with me, put some ones in the chat. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Metame. She said, hey, y'all. Hey, listen. We're not doing that. You know what I'm talking about? Put the ones in the chat. We're not doing that this year. We're not doing it this year. We're not doing it this year. Period. Period. Let this play in your head every single time. We are not doing that this year. As soon as you see something happening, we ain't doing that this year. If you got to cut it off, cut it off. You got to cut it off, cut it off. Listen, you got to do what you got to do for you, okay? For you. We was at number 5, right? So no, we're at number 5, because number 4 was division. Number 5 is complacency. Oh, this is a whole word, because I know we get super comfortable with the way things are, and we're not moving. We just letting it go. We coasting by. Right? We just get real complacent. Number 5 is complacency. Making you feel comfortable with less. Making you feel comfortable with less than what you're called to achieve, leading to stagnation. Look this way, y'all. How many of y'all, like Coach T say, look my way. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? Complacency. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do less because I really don't feel like I want to do all of that. I don't really feel that I want to work harder than I'm working right now. I really don't feel like maybe this is not what I'm supposed to do. Maybe I'm supposed to be doing something else. Maybe I'm supposed to be going in a different direction. I'm just going to sit right here. I'm not going to work any differently. I'm just going to keep the same ways that I've been doing, and I'm just going to keep on doing that because, that's just it. Maybe some people are meant to be great, and maybe I'm just not one of them people. And we just sit there and we just coast and we're just complacent with everything. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? We have a saying at work, complacency kills. Ooh, listen. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? I love that. I love it. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? You get complacent. We all get complacent. We get real, we working crazy hard, getting towards Black Friday. We work our business. We want to do this. Our business is this. We're going to be successful. We're going to do all of the things. January come around, y'all tired. February come around, you still tired. March come around, you even more tired than you were the first 2 months. You keep on going. It keeps on going. It keeps on going. And guess what? You never do what you're supposed to do in your business. You never get your business started. You never get your community started. You never get anything off the ground. You know why? Because you're sitting there not worrying about nothing. You're not worrying about living in your gift. You're not worried about living in your purpose. You're not worried about doing anything. You just worried about getting by for the day. And sometimes we have moments in life where it's going to knock us off our feet. And sometimes we are struggling to get through every second, minute, hour of the day, weekday. We struggling sometimes. Sometimes life will knock us off our feet. But guess what? We got to get back up. Because guess what? Life is still going to go on around us. We are responsible. A lot of us are mothers. A lot of us are responsible for other humans. We don't have that luxury to sit there and just live in darkness and be like, I don't want to live and I don't want to do and I don't want to be. We don't have that luxury to do. A lot of us who are mothers who have, we have our children at home, no matter what is going on in our life, we still got to do it with a smile on our face, and we still got to do it with our energy still being up, because we can't allow our children to feel what we're feeling because they can't go out in the world like that. You ain't special because you gotta deal with something. You ain't dealing with something different that nobody else is dealing with. You dealing with the same kind of thing. We gotta do it as people. Life still gotta go on. We still gotta do what we gotta do. That's just it. That's just life. That's just life. And we have a purpose, whatever that purpose is. If your purpose is to serve, if your purpose is to nurture, whatever your purpose is, you're gonna have to start living in it and stop being complacent and stop saying, okay, well, this is my lot in life, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, this is how. No, you have everything that you need in order to get the things that you want, period. I was just looking at this video of this. I don't even know who he is, but I send it out to my family. About how easy it is to become a millionaire. Because we think we make it so hard. We see it as so far away. He's like, all you got to do is, this is all you got to do. A man working at McDonald's was able to do A, B, and C, and he was able to die a millionaire. He was able to do this for his family. And he was able, because we make life so hard. We're making life so hard that we are counting ourselves out. Stop being complacent and stop saying, oh, this is my lot in life. I'm supposed to struggle. I'm supposed to not have. No, you're not. No, you're not. And you shouldn't feel guilty for wanting more. You shouldn't feel guilty because other people are not inspired by your gift. If they don't feel it, oh well, the vision, what do they say? The vision wasn't given to them. Stop expecting people to see your vision when it wasn't given to them. It wasn't a conference call. God had a conversation with you. Stop worrying about if they agree with your gift or not. I don't need you to tell me what you think. I don't need you to tell me. I don't need your approval. I don't need none of that. I could care less. Oh, well, Nikki, that's a little far-fetched. That's unrealistic. Oh, well, I'm going for it. Oh, well, I'll figure it out when I get there. I'll tell you how unrealistic it is when I get there. We got to stop allowing the opinions of other people to say what we can and cannot do. You can't tell. You don't know who I am. You don't know what I have. Because you know the old me, you think you have some kind of expertise on who I am? I'll tell you right now, you do not. Nobody in this, I don't know what anybody else has in them. You don't know what I have in me. So I don't care what anybody says about anything that I have, because they can't, because they don't know me. They know what they see. Okay? So complacency, like Miss Tony said, complacency kills. You gotta stop getting comfortable with less, especially if you know that you want more. If you know you're capable of more. If you know that you're destined to have more, you've got to stop being complacent. You got to stop living in that place of comfort, because nothing grows in comfortability. Nothing. Put that in the chat. Nothing grows in comfortability. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Nothing grows in comfortability. Nothing. Nikki preaching now. Hey, listen, facts. The needs and wants I have requires work to set me up and my family for peace and relaxation. Listen, it requires the work has to get done. There's no way around it. We want it to be easy. It ain't easy. I'm sorry. According to Jesus' story in the Bible, guess what? His walk was not easy. Not easy. Okay? Even though his heart was pure, his intentions were pure, but guess what? It wasn't easy. It took convincing. It took him doing. So what makes you different? They always say, what would Jesus do? What? What would Jesus do? He wouldn't be living in complacency. He didn't care what people said. He still performed these miracles. He didn't care what people said. He still did what his purpose was supposed to be. Even though he knew that the people that surrounded him were going to betray him. Yes? Still lived in his purpose. I'm just saying. Let me know if I'm right. Let me know if y'all feeling what I'm feeling. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you're feeling what I'm feeling. Chantel, let the church say amen. Yes. Making excuses for everything and creating unnecessary obstacles for ourselves. Period. Period. Good morning, sis. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You guys know her as the founder and CEO and all things fabulous of BCMC University, the Black Candlemakers Club. Good morning, sis. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tony said, OMG, Nikki, preach. We make it so hard because our lack mindset. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Preach. I can't be around people with that mindset. Period. Hell, being homeless and broke ain't realistic for me, child. I know that's right. I know that's right. Everybody, like I said, nothing grows in comfortability. Nothing. I don't care what it is. Nothing grows in comfortability. Everything requires a little bit of stress. Everything requires a little bit of stress. Some things require a lot of stress, but most things require a little bit of stress. Nothing is growing in comfortability. Late nights and early mornings, make it happen. Yes, yes, and yes. Let me tell you, I need that uncaring attitude Jesus had to be like Jesus. Listen. All right, so we are at complacency. Number 6, comparison. Comparison is what? Somebody put it in the chat. Comparison is what? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Oh, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Oh, comparison is what? Comparison is what? All right, so let me see what somebody says in the chat. Somebody hold me down and put it in the chat. Comparison is what? What is the saying that people say about comparison? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Okay, so comparison is, okay, comparison, encouraging you to compare your journey with others. How many of y'all guilty of that? One's in the chat. If you are comparing your journey to somebody else's, if you've done it before, if you're doing it now, let me know in the chat. One's in the chat. If you have compared your journey to somebody else's, one's in the chat. Encouraging you to compare your journey with others, leading to envy, dissatisfaction, and a sense of inadequacy. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? You looking at somebody else's journey and saying, oh, I didn't do that, so I'm never going to get there because, they did all the right things. I'm doing all the wrong things. And I matter of fact, I started when they started. Look where they at. Look where I'm at. Maybe it's just not meant for me. It's just not in the cards. So now I'm envious. So now I'm dissatisfied with my own journey. And now I'm feeling inadequate. How many of you guys understand, and how many of you guys have experienced this and know exactly what I'm speaking about? How many? Comparison is the thief of joy. Yes. Excuses are tools of incompetence used to build bridges to nowhere and monuments of nothingness. And those who use them seldom specialize in anything else. Yes. Yes. That's the first thing we learned when we pledged. Listen. How many of you are allowing that to take your joy? You made 10 sales, but you looking at somebody who made 100 sales, but you made 0 sales the entire year. Or you got 10 sales and you mad because you didn't make 100 sales like this person who started when you started, and you looking at them and you're not even happy about your 10 sales because your 10 sales is nothing compared to that 100 sales that they had over there, or this $1 million day that they had over there, or this thing that they did over there. And you looking at yourself like, I ain't even, this ain't even worth celebrating. But you ain't have a sale all year. Of course it's worth celebrating. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way and talking yourself out of stuff. And stop looking to the left and the right to see what they're doing, because that's not your measure of success. Your measure of success is yourself. Your measure of success is yourself. You may not even want those things. And I say this all the time. You may not even want those things that you see other people have. But because it looks shiny and pretty and glittery and unicornish to you, you want it. But that may not have even been your goal. So why are you even feeling a way about somebody else's goals that were never even your goals in the first place? Why are you feeling a way? Why are you feeling a way? Somebody in the chat, let me know if you know what I'm talking about. Because I could just be talking. You know what I'm saying? Like I could be resonating with nobody but myself. How many of you guys know what I'm talking about in the chat? This is a room to let everybody know you are not in the space by yourself. You are not in the space by yourself. I'm gonna let you know. And the reason I told you guys too, remember, I always said, and this was me feeling like I wasn't called to do something because I didn't have what other people had, and I didn't do things the way other people did things. And so I thought that maybe I shouldn't be doing a show every morning, inspiring people and informing people and doing all of these things. And I had my self-doubts. I had my self-doubts until I realized it's not about all of the all of the things that other people have done in order for them to do something, but I'm sharing my perspective, and from my perspective I'm able to resonate with the people that need to hear it, that have not resonated with those type of people. And I'm called to do this because this is what I can do, because I can share my whole journey and be transparent about it, and somebody's going to understand what I'm talking about. I could share how I felt, and I could share what it takes for me to understand something, and somebody's going to get it. And that is why I'm here. That is what I'm called to do. Right? So, yeah, I'm going to share these things with y'all. Why? Because I feel like maybe you've been doing it before and you didn't get it the last time. Maybe, it needed to be said a certain way in order for you to get it. I'm not going to talk to you in my phone voice. I'm going to talk to you in my real voice. Yeah, you're going to hear all of the Nikki from the hood. You're going to hear all of the ghetto. You're going to hear all of that. Why? Because that's who I am. That's who I am. I'm not going to sit here and say, you know what, I'm going to put on my telephone voice. I'm going to put on my work voice for you guys so that I can have a conversation with you guys so that you can take me seriously and that. No, we're not doing that. Why? Because that's not who I am. That's not who I am. This is who I am. And the people that get it, and the people that don't get on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Let me see. You don't know what people had to do to get where they are, period. Enjoy the journey, uncomfortableness and all, period. Comparing yourself to someone else, but you don't even know what they did to get those sales. Right. They could be on the corner shaking booty cheek. Come on, booty cheeks. Come on, shaking booty cheeks and wishing you had what they had. Listen. Yes, I've booked my sessions with Malaysia to help get me together so I can clean up and clear out the unwanted space and baggage the unwanted space baggages are taken up. I get it. They better get that hate out of their heart. Period. Tasha says she been there. Listen, you won't know until you try it. Period. That's why you have to know your why and have goals. It will keep you in your lane, and it'll keep you in your lane, and it'll keep your eye on your prize. Your eye on your prize. Thank you. Yes, please hit the like button. Every morning, y'all have me begging for likes. Listen, y'all gonna have to get it together. Y'all gonna have to get it together and stop having me out here in these streets begging for likes. Okay. Good morning, Miss Lois. Good morning. She said, I am blessed. Yes, and yes. We are talking about our chat GPT. If you were Satan and you wanted to stop me from reaching my God-given purpose, what would you do? So we are on number 7. Okay. Number 7 is temptation. Offering easy but hollow paths that look appealing but lead away from your long-term fulfillment and purpose. How many of you guys know what I'm talking about? You are taking off track because you're doing something that you think, oh, this looks a little better. This looks a little easier. Let me go this way. This looks a little shinier. Let me go this way. Let me avoid these things because that looks easier over there. That's what I'm going to do. How many of you guys know what I'm talking about? Every time you looking at what somebody else is doing, you're wasting time getting ahead of your own goals, period. I can't look at you and improve myself unless I'm looking at you to say I need to be better. I can't look at you. What, remember that that race when Michael Phelps was swimming and the guy, I don't know who he was, but he's looking back at Michael Phelps, and Michael Phelps is looking determined that he's going to win, and he ain't paying attention to what's going on to the side. He's gone. He gone. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? The guy looking at Michael Phelps, and Michael Phelps is gone. He gone. You spending your time wasting it looking at somebody else and they're looking at their moves. Why are you looking when you could have spent that energy into getting to number one? You could have been number one, but you looking over, you slowed yourself down looking at them. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? You slowed yourself down looking at what other people are doing. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Stop slowing yourself down by looking at other people's progress or looking at what other people are doing. If you're not looking at those things to inspire you, or if you're not looking at those things to motivate you to move ahead, stop looking at these other people and look at your own self. Look at your own journey. Look at your own progress. Where is it that you want to go, and start guiding yourself in that direction, and stop looking to the left and the right, because that's slowing you down. That's slowing you down. If y'all with me, say I'm with you in the chat. So number 7 is temptation. Number 8 is isolation. Now, this is something that I seen on listen, watching these Tyler Perry shows, y'all. Tyler Perry is a whole mess. But isolation is a girl, what is her name? Andy's the attorney. And so she was going out with whatever the guy name was, who was, I don't know, the what was he? I don't know what he was. She was going out with him, and he had a wife, and she was still seeing him even though he had a wife, and the wife was saying he was abusive, but she was manipulative. That story just went all over the place. I think Tyler Perry got lost in that storyline. But anyway, so the girl was getting beat up or whatever, and so the wife told Andy, well, you know what he's going to do? He's going to start isolating you from your family and your friends, and he's going to, that way he's going to be able to manipulate you, and everything is going, you don't have to be dependent on him, and da 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 da. A lot of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about in relationships that you get into, right? There are abusive people, whether it's verbally or physically. There are people that are abusive, and what they do is they isolate you from your friends, or they talk about your friends, and so that you don't stay in community with your people, your family and friends, and so that they can't help you. So now you feel like you're solely dependent on this particular person, because this person is the only person that understands you. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? Mind Your Own Business Ministries. Listen, Gary, that's his name. Thank you, sis. His name is Gary. And the wife told Andy that he's going to isolate you from your family and friends. And he took her to see this house in the country, and she got arrested. Like I said, the storyline got screwed up. So anyway, he took her to the house, and it's supposed to be isolated. So then her antennas popped up, like, oh, you brought me to this house, not, oh, this is a beautiful house in the country so that we can have some peace and some quiet. No. Her thought was, oh, you bringing me to the country so I could be away from my friends, so that I can't communicate with them, and now I'm so far away from them, they can't visit. We 2 hours out the city, da 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 da. And so how many of y'all know what I'm talking about with this isolation? How many of you guys know what I'm talking about with the isolation? So convincing you that you are alone. Okay, this is the trick of the devil, or the trick of yourself. Okay, isolating, convincing you that you are alone and that no one understands your struggles, because you don't understand. You don't know what I've been through. You ain't go through what I've been through. You haven't been abused. You haven't been this. You don't know what it's like, and so you isolate yourself from everybody else because they don't understand. They can't possibly understand, because you are unique. I mean, you're unique anyway, but you're the only one who's ever had this kind of a problem, and so you just close everybody out of your life. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? Convincing you that you are alone and that no one understands your struggles, cutting off the support and encouragement you need. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? Good morning, Big Meech. I just thought about you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Big Meech said, please hit the like button. I hit the like button. I hit the like, hit the like, hit the like button. Hey, hit the like button. Hey, hit the like button. Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Good morning, Jordan. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing, Jordan? I hope you're feeling better. Big Meech, how are you feeling? Are you feeling better? Melly Mel says, I isolate myself with my thoughts and doubts and get stuck. I'm pushing through it. Not to mention stuff going on in your personal lives, period. It's overwhelming. Let me tell you something. I get on my own nerves. You need to get on your own nerves too and get out your way. You need to be like, I'm sick of this. I'm tired of isolating myself. I'm tired of, allowing others to isolate me. Can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if I'm back. Listen, the devil didn't want y'all to get this information. No, I'm just joking. But no, I'm not joking. I'm serious. But I'm both. But put ones in the chat if y'all can hear me. I don't know what happened. Everything froze. I couldn't work. I think this will be about the last month that I'm going to be using StreamYard, because StreamYard just be doing this to me and messing up my stream. So, all right. Okay, so we back. I got thrown off a little bit, but I'm gonna pick up where I left off. All right. What's the last thing y'all heard? What's the last thing you heard? Let me know in the chat. What is the last thing you heard? Somebody type it in. I was like, everything froze. I was like, the world just stopped for a second. Sean wasn't responding to me. I'm calling downstairs to her, asking if the internet went out. She ain't responding. I was like, what is going on? My computer wasn't moving. It just was a whole thing. But I think I was at isolation. I was talking about Tyler Perry, right? I was talking about Tyler Perry, isolation, and that whole storyline. Listen, I know I always talk about Tyler Perry, and he's a trigger for me. But yes. So isolation. Stop isolating yourself. Stop isolating yourself. You asked how Jordan was doing. Yes, Jordan is doing good. He bounced right back up after his surgery. Oh, I love that. Things went a lot better this time. This time around, as far as healing goes. Great, 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 great. All right. So, yes, isolation. Do not allow that to stop you from doing what you need to do. Stop putting yourself in a corner and saying, "I'm on a timeout." For what? What are you timeouting yourself for? Get out of that corner. Stop allowing yourself to be isolated from your people that is here to help inspire you, empower you, and encourage you. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Get out of your way. Number 9 is distortion, twisting your understanding of your purpose or identity. Oh, I know that to my heart and my core, because if you've been with me for some time, you know how I contemplated what I was doing, how I was contemplating if I was doing the right thing, if I was qualified. Remember, I was sharing this a little earlier too. If I was qualified to do what I'm doing, if I should be doing what I'm doing, maybe I need something else to be doing what I'm doing. And it was like, living your purpose. This is your purpose. This is your calling. This is something that you are doing every single day. And whether you help 1 or 100 people, this is what you are supposed to be doing. So distortion is number 9. Twisting your understanding of your purpose or your identity, causing confusion or misdirection. And yes, I was terribly confused. Like, well, the show didn't come to me easily, so maybe this is not what I'm doing. I'm confusing my own self. I'm in my own way. I'm causing my own dissension. I'm doing that to myself. I'm doing that to myself. And I know that a lot of you guys can relate, because I see it with your brands. I see it with your messaging. I see it when you start to just, oh, I don't think this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't think this is where I'm supposed to be. Da 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 da. And you telling yourself all of these things because you are allowing something to confuse you and distort your image of what you're supposed to be doing. Because now you feel like, because it didn't come to you easily, you think that this is not what you're supposed to be doing because it didn't come to you easily. But everything don't come to you easily. Just because you didn't get the formulation correct right in the first week or the first month or whatever, if you didn't get the formulation correct, maybe it's something that you're supposed to be learning, and that's why it didn't come to you easily. And that's why success didn't come to you easily. You just thinking something that's just supposed to just fall into your lap and it's supposed to be easy. Oh, I posted my video up and ain't nobody watching it. Well, who are you talking to? Who did you share this video with? How often are you speaking to the people? How often are you talking about your purpose? How often are you sharing what your company, what your company does and who your company serves? How often are you doing that? Oh, you're not doing it at all, but you expected something to happen? How so? How, Sway? How is that supposed to happen if you don't even know that you're not even speaking to your people? And so something happened and it didn't go the way you planned. And so now you created this whole thing, or maybe this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. No, 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 no. It's not supposed to be easy. Get that in your head. Put it in the chat. It's not supposed to be easy. Some things will come to you easy. Some things will be easier than others. Something will just be, some things may take just a little more hard work. Some things may take a lot of hard work. But that's just life. That's just the way things happen. That's just the way it goes. Again, babies got to learn how to walk. They don't just come out the womb learning how to walk. They got to learn. And they're going to keep on doing it until what? Till they get it right. They're going to keep on learning to walk no matter how many times they get knocked down, no matter how many times they bump their head, no matter how many times they stumble into something. They're going to keep on doing it until they get it right. Am I right or am I wrong? A baby ain't going to say, you know what, it was too hard for me to learn how to walk. That's it. That's it. I'm done. I don't want to learn how to walk anymore. I want to sit for the rest of my life because I know how to sit. I know how to sit. I know how to lay on the bed. I know how to lay in the crib. I don't want to learn how to walk anymore. I'm done. I'm done with learning how to walk. That's it for me. That's it for me. I don't want to learn to walk anymore. Babies don't do that. They're going to do it no matter what, no matter how traumatic it was, they're going to continue to learn how to walk unless there's something, a condition where they can't walk. But they're going to learn how to walk and they're determined to do it. They're going to persevere no matter what. They're going to walk. Same with you. You need to do the same thing. It's not going to be easy sometimes. Sometimes it's going to be difficult. Sometimes it's going to take you to do it a couple of times. Sometimes it's going to take you to even get assistance sometimes. Sometimes it's going to take something, that a mistake, for you to be like, oh, okay, now I see what I was doing wrong this whole entire time. Sometimes it's going to take that in order for you to get it, but it ain't gonna be easy, and don't expect it to be easy. And that's the thing, a lot of us think that we're not on our path because it's not easy for us. It should just come naturally to us, and some things do come naturally, but not everything comes naturally. I'm speaking to you every single morning. I'm nervous before I get on. Every single morning I'm like, I gotta memorize what I have to say. Every single morning I'm like, am I saying the right things? Every single morning I'm like, oh, I'm stuttering, I did this, I'm stumbling on my words. But guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to come back the next day, and if I'm doing it the same way, I'm doing it the same way. But guess what? I'm going to continue doing it until I do it where I'm comfortable. And matter of fact, not too comfortable, because every time I get on, no matter what, if I'm on any live, I'm still a little bit nervous before I get on. And I've been doing this every day for years now. It happens. It happens. Who are you to think that you could just skate by and it doesn't happen for you because it looked easy for somebody else? It looks like it come naturally for somebody else. I don't know what they did. I don't know what they went to school and experienced and learned, and what mentors they had and what things I don't know. I don't know. I'm going through my own experience. I'm doing this on my own journey, and you guys need to have that in your mind as well. You need to have this in your mind as well. Babies will fall, hit their head, and get right back up. Shake it right off. Shake it right off. Cry for a second and get up and keep it moving. That is the mentality that you need to have with anything that you are doing, with your goals especially. You need to have that mentality. I'm going to be determined to do whatever it is that I set myself out to do. That is what I'm going to do, because I put this out for myself. I'm going to make sure that I do what I need to do. It's not going to come easy. It may be hard. I may struggle through it. I may cry, kicking and screaming going through it. But guess what? I'm determined to get to the other side. Why? Because it's important for me to accomplish the things that I am setting out to do. It's important for me to live in my purpose. It's important for me to have my own journey. My journey is no one else's journey but my own. You better say it loud and proud for the people in the back. Listen, you have to. Okay. Number 10, and this is the last one. Number 10, piling on. I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of this. And it ain't Satan, it's me. And it ain't Satan, it's me. Because I am a very busy mind. I am a very crafty person. My attention span is like, it depends on what it is. But sometimes it's very like that quick. Piling on so many responsibilities or challenges that you feel too exhausted to pursue your purpose. You're doing way too many things and you're not even living in your purpose. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? You got so many things. Some people are taking on extra responsibilities at their job. Some people are taking extra responsibilities as a parent. Some people are taking extra responsibilities as a caregiver. Some people are taking extra responsibilities in relationships, and it is overwhelming you, and you're losing sight of what your purpose is because you're doing too much that has nothing to really do with you. You taking on everybody else's responsibility. You taking it on yourself, and you don't have time for you. You don't have time to live in your purpose because you're too busy living in somebody else's purpose. You too busy making sure that everybody else is okay. You too busy making sure that everybody else get the things that they want, and you sitting there on the back burner, and you don't get the things that you want, and you don't get a reward for that. You don't get a reward for being a martyr. You don't get a reward for none of that. Nobody is going to sit there and celebrate you for not accomplishing the things that you didn't accomplish because they don't care, because they're going to allow you, if you allow them to continue to control your day and manipulate your time and manipulate your mind and do it, guess what they're going to do? They're going to continue doing it because you don't have boundaries and you are not expecting them to stop. You're expecting them to stop, and they're not. They're going to continue to keep on taking until you're completely depleted and you have nothing left to give. And now you're sitting there on empty, and now you're trying to figure out a way to get out of this hole because you done so much for somebody else and you don't even know what you are anymore. You don't even know who you are anymore. You don't even have enough life to give to yourself. You don't have enough oxygen to breathe into your own lungs because you done gave it to everybody else. And so how many of y'all know what I'm talking about? How many of y'all understand what I'm talking about? Or am I just talking about myself? Let me know. Because this is what we do. We do this as women. We do this as a people. We just keep on giving. We just keep on giving because we want to make sure that we don't look like the bad person, because we don't want to think like, oh, we're selfish because we're putting ourselves first. We put that in our heads. And so we want to give, and be the martyr and be depleted because we don't have nothing left because we gave everything to everybody else. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? Rosalicia, me, but I'm working on it. Listen, I was doing too much until it was taken for granted and I kept on getting burnt out. Listen, people are going to continue to take you for granted. I don't care what you think you're doing. I don't care how high and mighty you think something is, how high and mighty you think you are or whatever. People are going to keep on taking from you until you decide that you're going to establish boundaries and you're not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to allow you to deplete me. I'm not going to allow you to steal my joy. I'm not going to allow you to keep on taking from me and I don't have enough for myself. I'm not going to allow myself to keep giving you money to get yourself out of situations, and when I get into a situation you can't get me out of a situation. I'm not going to continue to keep doing this. I'm not going to keep on pouring something into a cup with a hole in it. I'm not, because nobody is getting anything. There's no reward for that. It's just wasted water. Wasted, because where's it going to go? Right through the hole. It doesn't even matter, because it ain't going to be saved. So why are we sitting here in these situations where we're continuing to do this? Why? But they say you can't pour from an empty cup. You sure can't. You sure can't. You can't breathe with somebody else's oxygen, can you? Not that I know of. I know that you can breathe from the tank of a machine. Do you want to be on a machine to be breathing from some oxygen so that you can live? Why? With all this good oxygen, all this good free oxygen in the world. Right? Listen, I'd rather be breathing this free oxygen than breathing it from a machine. I tell you that. I'd rather be living freely with my own will, with my own purpose and my own and breathing the air and moving the way I want and not confined to a bed on a machine and letting the machine breathe for me. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? Sometimes y'all give so much that y'all need to be resuscitated because y'all just giving. And who giving you credit for that? Nobody. Nobody. And I'm not saying you living for the credit, but I'm saying live for appreciation. If you don't appreciate what I did, or you don't appreciate my sacrifices, if you don't appreciate what I've done in order for you to get to where you're going, oh yes, you got to take that back. You got to reclaim your life. You have to. You have to. You have to. You better talk about it. Listen, you better thank a union member. No, I'm just joking. But yes, I understand. Yes, I do. I do understand that. Listen, self-care is the number one goal for me this year, period. I hear that. I hear that. Saying no, not right now. Definitely understand, period. Period. Man, you better say it loud, preacher. Listen. Listen. That I think that's another word that I say all the time. When I ask y'all, what's one of the things that I say all the time? I think listen is gonna be one of those things. Because I be like, listen. Rosalicia says, I found myself enabling people to keep practicing stupid and I had to stop. Listen, right? Right? Unappreciative people, I'm over it. Listen. Michelle, me too. Okay, so now I say all of those things to say, now, yes, I asked about if you were Satan and you were trying to stop me from living in my God given purpose. But now, all of the things out of all of those 10 things that I said today, do you see yourself being in the way of that? Can you see you being the issue? Yes, I did ask about Satan, but we're doing this to ourselves. Anybody not anybody understands, but how many of you see what I'm saying right now? I'm learning that it's okay to say no, and no is a complete answer no matter who I'm talking to, period. And if they don't get it, they don't get it. But they will, and guess what they're gonna do? Go to the next person and ask the next person. And guess what they're gonna do? Take advantage of the next person. And guess what they're gonna do? Move on. Guess what they're gonna do? Figure it out. I don't have to be the way in the light. I'm not the Lord. I don't have to be that. I don't have to be your answer. I don't have to be your redeemer. I don't have to be your savior. I don't have to be any of that. And I could be okay with that. We got to be okay with that. I don't need to be the hero in your story. I do not. The only person who I need to be the hero of the story is my own. I don't need to be the hero in your story. I don't need to be the person that saved the day for you. I don't. Now, there's difference when it comes to your kids and stuff like that. But I don't need to be the hero in somebody else's story, especially somebody who don't get it. If you're not getting it, then what am I doing? Why am I wasting my breath telling you no? We're not doing that, sis. We not doing 2025. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I don't need to be your hero, and you do not need to be mine. I'm gonna save my own day. I always say, ain't nobody coming to save you. You got to save yourself, and that is the truth. No one is coming to save you. You have to save yourself. So, yes, these things can be the devil, but it also can be yourself. You can be your own devil. You can be your own hindrance. You can be in the way of your own success. So, get out of your way. Get out of your way and start living for you, because 2025 is going to be different. We're going to set boundaries. We are not trying to save the day. We are not for nobody else. We're going to save the day for ourselves for sure. We're not trying to be anybody's martyr. It's not happening. I'm going to say what I have to say and I'm going to move on, but I'm going to have my boundaries, and I'm not going to allow your thoughts, your views, your whatever to get in the way of what I need to do. I'm not going to allow that to get in the way of my purpose. I'm not going to allow that to stop me, because no man can stop you. If God gave you a purpose, live in that purpose. If God gave you a purpose, God gave you everything you need for that purpose. He equipped you with everything you need, even if you don't see it. Guess what? You're going to find it somewhere inside of you. You're going to have a situation where you're going to find the strength. You're going to find the information. You're going to find the key. You're going to find that secret sauce. It's in you, but you've got to live enough life to know that it's there. Y'all with me in the chat? Say I'm with you. If you with me, say I'm with you. And that is what I have on that for today. That's all I had. Well, that's not all I had. I did have more, but we already into an hour and 13 minutes. I will come back tomorrow with it. And let me tell y'all something. I also, ChatGPT asked me, do I want to create a workbook for this? And I said, oh, you could create a workbook? Yes, I think that would be great. So, I mean, everybody don't want to do ebooks and workbooks and worksheets, and you may not want to, but it's something that I'm going to offer, because Wyatt asked me if I wanted to, and I looked at the questions and the answer, and I said, oh yeah, that sounds good. I think the people are going to enjoy that. So I'm going to have a little workbook, and I'm letting y'all know up front. So I'm like, oh, Nikki, you got that from ChatGPT? I did. And is it going to help you? It will. Is it going to help you to see something? It will. So it's up to you. It's like a gift. You can take it or leave it. I'm gonna do it. You gonna take it or you gonna leave it. Period. Right. And so tomorrow I am going to share the strategies of changing your words, fixing your mindset. We staying on mindset this entire month, right? I'm going to be talking about the strategies and how we can shift our mindset to have a growth mindset instead of a fixed mindset, so we can start thinking of living in our purpose and not getting stagnant. Stop getting stuck. Okay, so that is all I have for y'all today on this morning. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. It really don't matter if you don't comment, but if you're watching the replay, put replay gang in the hashtag replay gang in the chat. Also make sure you turn on your notification bell so that you can be notified when we go live. We go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. Follow me everywhere. Follow me everywhere on social media. I am Bubble Babes, BABEZ University, everywhere. Follow me, follow me, follow me, except TikTok because I deleted that app and I am not on it. My account is there, but I am not. So until I figure out what they're going to do there and my tinfoil hat stop pinging and pinging, tinging and binging, I am not going back. So yeah, that's me and what I'm doing. But y'all let me know if I hear some good stuff, then I'll get back. But if I don't, I'm just leaving it where it's at. Let me see. I don't want to be the hero in your story. Yep, except the kids. Period. Listen. All right. So that is it for today. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me today as every day. And we'll be back tomorrow morning, God willing. And I will talk to you all in the morning. Talk to you later. Bye, y'all.